Hey gang, Joshua Bacarella here with Sportsmen's Direct. We're going to change it up a little bit and do a quick video on live bait rigging techniques. You guys come into the shop all the time, and I take for granted that you know all these different little tricks or different ways to hook different baits onto the hook. And so I just thought I'd take a few minutes here and explain a few of those things that I take for granted when I'm out there. So what I've got here, and this is kind of a local favorite, and this is a wiggler, or a mayfly larva, Hexagania limbata, I believe, and if there's an entomologist out there, maybe they'll correct me on my pronunciation, but you know, these guys are kind of creepy looking. They're much creepier looking in their nymph phase like this compared to the adult phase with the wings and everything on it. They're kind of cool. But so they got little claws on them. They crawl around down in the mud and the mucky bottoms, and fish love these little guys. And they are all over the country, and I don't know if you can get them all over the country for bait, but we get them here, and they're kind of a delicacy. This is another bait that is known for making cold front fish really bite, and they really just cannot pass up a fresh wiggler, whether he's live, preserved, dead. It doesn't really matter. They will eat a wiggler when they will eat nothing else. So I'm going to show you my favorite way to rig a wiggler. And so they've got a carapace, which is like a little shell right on their back, okay, part of their thorax up in the middle of the body. And the way that I like to rig them is I like to rig them from the back towards the front, ever so lightly. You see his tail stick out, because see his little three-pronged tail stick out when I did that, because he really did not like me sticking that hook through him, and neither would you. But so I've got him hooked on there now. And the reason why I hook them that way, for me mentally, is I generally think that fish can identify with those eyeballs and they can see the front of the bait. So if that fish can take him head first, he's going to be a little less reluctant to take the bait. It takes a little more time to hook him that way, but I think your hookup percentage will go up by hooking him that direction, because when that fish comes in, he's going to go for the head, and he's going to get the hook. So a lot of times these are one fish wonder baits. You're going to get one fish on a hit because they're very soft, and it can be, you know, hard to keep that bait intact going from fish to fish. But if you can get more than one fish on them. Don't be afraid to just fish the tail. If that's all you're left with, drop it down there. These baits are about as natural as they come, and you know, like I said, fantastic for getting really tight-mouthed fish to bite. Now, when I was in New York, they have a what I would call a much larger version of this called an okie, and the okies are quite a bit bigger than our mayfly larva, and I'm not sure what they, what they're a nymph of, but they use those out there, and they catch a lot of fish on those as well. Hellgrammites is another one. I don't like hellgrammites. They're nasty. They bite pretty hard. We try to fish them out of our mayflies when they come in. We actually had a couple mixed in there today that we pulled out before we started packing these guys out. But all those little aquatic invertebrates you can use for bait, and they will all catch fish given different conditions. So that's pretty much the only way I hook the mayfly larva. If I get really, I guess if I'm lazy, I won't pay attention to whether I'm hooking them forward or backward, and I'll just hook them on there and get them back down the hole fast. But I don't fish live bait a lot, but on a cold front, mayfly larvae are fantastic. Hey, if you like this video content and you want to get updated as soon as the next video is out there, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon, and you'll get notified as soon as the next video is up.